Right now, your brain is doing something absolutely extraordinary. Even though you're awake and watching this video, parts of your brain are already preparing for tonight. They're getting ready for something that will consume about 6 years of your entire life. Something that happens every single night, whether you want it to or not. And the truth about why we dream is far stranger than you've probably ever imagined. For centuries, people thought dreams were messages from the gods. Then Sigmund Freud came along and said they were just your repressed desires playing out in your head. But here's the thing. He was actually pretty wrong about most of it. And what neuroscientists have discovered about dreams in the last few decades is honestly more fascinating than any of those old theories. Let me start with something that might blow your mind. You're not dreaming just once per night. You're actually cycling through multiple dreams, each one lasting longer than the last. When you first fall asleep, your brain enters what's called light sleep. Then it progresses deeper. But here's the pattern. Interrupt. About 90 minutes in, something wild happens. Your brain suddenly shifts into a state called REM sleep. That stands for rapid eye movement. And this is where the real magic happens. During REM sleep, your eyes are darting back and forth under your eyelids at incredible speeds. Your brain is firing up almost as actively as when you're awake. But here's the catch. Your muscles are essentially paralyzed. You're locked in. And this is the state where most of your vivid narrative dreams occur. The ones you actually remember when you wake up. But the question remains, why does your brain do this? Why spend roughly 2 hours every night in this bizarre state where you're essentially unconscious but hyperactive? The answer lies in something called memory consolidation. Here's what's happening while you sleep. During the day, your brain is bombarded with millions of pieces of information. Your hippocampus, the part of your brain that handles memory, is trying to figure out what matters and what doesn't. It's separating the important stuff from the noise, but it can't fully process all of this while you're awake and distracted. So when you sleep, something remarkable occurs. Your brain literally replays the day's experiences. But it's not just pressing play. It's editing. It's reorganizing. It's strengthening the neural connections for things that matter and weakening the ones that don't. Some neuroscientists believe that your dreams are actually the conscious experience of this memory reorganization happening in the background. Think about learning something difficult, like a new skill or language. You practice it during the day, and then at night your brain works on integrating it. That's partly why sleeping after learning is so crucial. You're not just resting. You're actively consolidating that information into long-term memory. But there's more to the story. Dreams also seem to serve an emotional regulation function. When you're dreaming, the part of your brain that handles logic and rational thinking, your prefrontal cortex, actually quiets down. Meanwhile, the parts that handle emotion light up like a Christmas tree. This is why dreams can feel so emotionally intense. This is why you can dream about something terrifying and your body knows it's scared, even though logically you know you're safe in bed. Some researchers think this emotional replay during dreams helps you process difficult experiences. It's like your brain is rehearsing how to handle stressful situations in a safe environment. By the time you wake up, you've already practiced your response. You're more equipped to handle similar situations in real life. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Different stages of sleep seem to handle different types of memory. Early sleep cycles are better for consolidating factual information. Things like what you learned in school or facts you need to remember. But the later sleep cycles, when your dreams get longer and more elaborate, seem to be better for consolidating emotional memories and procedural memories, like how to ride a bike or play a musical instrument. This is also why sleep deprivation is so devastating. It's not just that you're tired. It's that you're literally losing time for your brain to process information and emotions. People who are chronically sleep deprived show impaired memory, worse emotional regulation, slower reaction times, and even compromised immune function. Your brain is trying to tell you something crucial. You need this time. Now, there's one more wild aspect of dreaming that scientists are still working to understand. Some people report that their dreams are incredibly creative. They solve problems in their sleep. They come up with ideas that seemed impossible while awake. And there's actually science behind this. During REM sleep, your brain makes unusual connections between distant concepts. It's like your brain is running a creativity algorithm, combining ideas in novel ways that your logical brain would never consider. This is probably why some of history's greatest innovators swore by sleep and dreams. Edison would take naps specifically during creative problems. Kekule claimed he saw the structure of benzene in a dream. Whether they were accessing some special dream insight or just giving their brains time to reorganize and make creative connections, we're not entirely sure. But the pattern is there. So the next time you dream, whether it's vivid and memorable or you forget it the moment you wake up, know that your brain is doing essential work. It's sorting information. It's processing emotions. It's making you better at your skills. It's making connections between ideas. It's literally rewiring itself based on your experiences. And here's the thing that should fascinate you most. Scientists still don't fully understand dreams. We know some of what they do, but there's clearly more to discover. Every night, billions of people worldwide are experiencing something that remains partially mysterious. Your brain is performing a complex neurological function that we're only beginning to understand. That's not just fascinating, that's profound.